G'day guys, welcome back to Mass Effect 2, where we have just completed another side quest. But in addition to that, in the previous episode I would have to say the highlights would have been assisting Tali with the issues that she had back at the migrant fleet. She was being accused of some kind of a crime where I guess they were claiming that she had brought these live geth back to the migrant fleet, which was not true because she did send pieces of geth, but I suppose it was her father's doing that created some live geth on the I forget the name of the ship actually. It's been quite a few days since I've played, but the research ship that they had in the flotilla. Let me just take a look here. Heavy weapons ammo, plus 45% heavy weapon ammo capacity. Yes, please. Let's just take that immediately. And I think that's the only thing that we picked up in the previous episode towards the end. I just want to head back to the cabin. A couple of things need to be done. Fish feeding needs to be done. We're trying to keep these fish alive. But also, I was wearing some interesting armor in the previous one. And since we're going in for some sort of more major missions, I do want to be wearing the N7 armor, obviously. But we could play around with a few things here. So, Kestrel Torso Sheath. Looks kind of cool. We could play around with that a little bit more. I know there are specific stats that get boosted as a result, but I don't really care. I really just want to play around with how he looks. And then the shoulder pads, so this is something that we haven't exactly played around with. Maybe since we're going with the Kestrel for the main piece, we can go with the Kestrel shoulder pads. And the arms, or maybe we could just go all Kestrel. It doesn't really have the N7 like logos and stuff on it, which is a bit of a shame. I do like being able to show that off, but yeah, this looks decent. Let's rock this for a little bit, and I think I'm pretty happy to continue from here. So we have spoken to Jacob about what he needs from us, so I think it's probably a good idea for us to go on the mission for him, just to find out a little bit about what's going on with his father. So, I don't know if he says any more.
I hope we can clear up what's going on with the Gernsback, Commander. Doubt my father's alive after all this time. Was there anything else? Just eager to get going.
Yeah, I guess doesn't really have too much more to say. Maybe he's got a different opinion of the crew now.
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Yeah, unless all distractions are removed, loyalty to the mission will suffer. Run this team through hell, and all we're getting is burned. Anything else, Commander?
Alright. I guess he might say that...
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Until everyone is satisfied that, you know, they've got nothing pending, you know.
Thane would like to speak with you, Commander.
I'm sure he would, but now's not the time. So, let's help Jacob out, and let's see if we can complete his quest line. I do have a bit of scanning to do in this system, so let's get that over and done with first. Tossal Nim, the sister tragedy to the extinction event on Afras. Tossal Nim was the rarest of jewels, a second garden planet within the same life zone as Afras. Not as old as its sister planet, its fossil evidence indicates it was home to abundant invertebrate sea life. However, similar craters to that on Afras created a dust shroud that killed 99% of biota on the planet. The even spacing of the craters indicates a coordinated, simultaneous attack from points around the globe, rather than an asteroid collision or supervolcanic scenario.
away.
Okay. This does have a lot of resources, doesn't it?
Probe away.
I'm just thinking about how many more side quests and dossiers there are, and how much material that I actually have, and whether or not it's worth, you know, doing all of this scanning and picking up all of the materials.
Probe away.
I mean, whenever we see element 0 like this though,
Launching probe.
that's kind of always a good idea.
Launching probe.
But yeah, I'm sort of thinking, considering the amount that we're spending to do the research,
Probe launched.
maybe we've got more than enough to fuel all of the research till the end of the game, maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna try and rush through some of the scanning. Maybe we'll just drop a few probes here and there, just so that we can keep things moving a little bit. Aphros, a unique discovery. Aphros is a heavenly twin, a planet in a star system that has not one but two worlds of sufficient mass to retain a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere within the habitable life zone of its parent star. Fossil evidence shows abundant vertebrates and evidence of a sapient terrestrial avian species in its Bronze Age. However, the only trace of contemporary life on the planet is that of a single-celled organisms in its seas. All else has suffered from an extinction event, a series of massive impacts that vaporized vast quantities of water and lofted dust into the atmosphere. Early theories that this event was a collision with a fragmenting asteroid have now been discounted. The impact craters were aimed directly at habitation centers, which means that they were attacked from orbit.
Probe away.
Which is kind of interesting because, like, as we're doing all of these scans, we have found various planets with signs that there were previous sapient species on them, only to find that they're all extinct, and quite often they're extinct because of
Probe away.
some kind of conflict, and most likely the evidence suggests that the Reapers may have had a hand in it, right? Because a lot of the times, the timeline suggests that, you know, the massive extinction event happened like
Probe launched.
thousands and thousands of years ago, or maybe even closer to like hundreds of thousands of years ago, which, you know, if you're thinking about the timeline of how the Reapers operate based on what we learned in the first game.
Probe away.
I say is that the Reapers could have had a hand in what's happened in a lot of these planets and what's recorded in all of the codexes. Vem Ostia. A Jovian gas giant, Vem Ostia, Weeping Witness, in Hyperion Volus, is a low-density hydrogen-helium planet with 35 moons. Later this year, 33 of the moons will be visible from the planet's surface in a conjunction, an event that will be recorded by space probes from all over the galaxy. This one's only a moderate. Which kind of makes me wonder whether or not it's
Launching probe.
worth leaving probes at all.
Probe away.
There we go. Let's do just a couple of probes on this one. And I'm happy to move on to... Well, I kind of want to go to some of the other systems in this nebula, if we can. Just to get the scanning out of the way. There's only one more system anyway, so I'm thinking it won't take too long. Bovis Tor, named the Shining Sea in an old Volus language, Bovistor is so named for its boiling surface rich in glowing hot alumina, flecked with dark ridges of carbon. Its thick atmosphere of nitrogen and oxygen is no indicator of life, since the temperatures are simply too high. Another rich planet here.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
I'll drop one more unless we find some element 0.
Probe away.
Moving on to Talosphere. Talosphere is a planet capable of supporting life if that life happens to breathe ammonia. Discovered by Asari explorers, the planet was used as a bargaining chip by the Citadel Council, who quickly drafted a colonization agreement with its wealthy client race, the Volus. The Council would fund the Volus colonization effort in return for massive trade benefits. With the uncharacteristic enthusiasm and enormous Volus influx ensued, the Council reaped the economic benefits for a dozen years before the colonization bubble burst. Today, the economic good times on Talosphere are long gone, and modern Volus businesses are cutthroat operations. Piracy is a grave threat to shipping, as well-armed criminals see the Volus as easy prey. Okay, they've got 3 billion Volus on this planet. Yeah, I think the Volus are they the only sapient species that could perhaps maybe survive the ammonia-based environments? Or unless maybe the Krogan can as well. Because the Krogan are generally pretty resilient.
Probe launched.
So a bit of element 0 here, which is nice. Perhaps maybe we'll find a bit more.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's what we're looking for. The motherlode.
Probe away.
Okay. Let's leave. Moving on. Another gas giant. Dos Atab, an ice giant, sorry, I thought it was a gas giant for some reason. An ice giant, Dos Atab Sky Warden, has a bluish tinge from its hydrogen-methane atmosphere. Its axial tilt causes its seasons to vary wildly in temperature.
Probe away.
Okay, I'm struggling to find anything worthwhile here. So maybe we should just move on. And I think that's the last one, so this sector is completely scanned. We can go back to the relay and let's plot a jump to wherever we need to go for Jacob's request. So I think we need to board a ship, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see here. Help Jacob in the Rosetta Nebula. Okay, Enoch. So there's a few here to scan. but I might leave the scanning of the main system till a little bit later, until after we've done Jacob's mission, which should be here in Alpha Draconis. Not too many planets here, so 2175 AR2, still formerly unnamed, this planet is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with 21 moon-sized objects. Okay. I wonder why they don't really have too much in the way of backstory on this particular planet.
Probe.
Or perhaps maybe it's just newly discovered, so a lot of the explorers haven't really discovered too much.
Launching probe.
Don't really have a lot of resources on it, so makes things easy for us.
Anomaly detected.
2175 Aya. Named after an Asari scientist, this remote planet appears to have been on the list for forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and a thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere consistent with carbon-based plant life. It is possible this is an as-yet unexplored garden world. Okay, maybe the ship that I was talking about has crash-landed on this planet, and that's perhaps what we're investigating.
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610034087. Impacted unscheduled
Probe
suborbital
away.
deceleration recorded.
Something on our sensors.
Okay. Yes, we can land, and I will probably do that first before we continue scanning the rest of the planet, so Jacob's with us, obviously, so he's got a little bit of biotic power there. Let's balance that out with some tech. I'd say let's go with Tali. Actually, hang on a second. We took Tali in last time, so maybe someone else would be a better fit. Morden? Yeah, okay, they both aren't loyal just yet, so I can't exactly spend all of their points. Let's save. And in terms of weaponry, so I want to switch out the Viper to the Mantis, and then everything else should stay the same. And for these two, I think I'm pretty happy with everything, to be honest. Maybe we go Eviscerator there. And let's do Locust. I mean, this planet looks pretty lush. I'm surprised the entry didn't really talk about settlements being on the planet.
Scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
There is a codex update here for this location, apparently. Planets and locations.
Humans detected Iaea as an Earth-type world via telemetry in 2165. After probe surveys indicated life, lush vegetation, ample fresh water, and breathable air, the Alliance upgraded the planet to a garden world colonization priority. Commanded by Captain Ronald Taylor, the crew of Alliance survey vessel Hugo Gernsback made planetfall on the jungle world in 2173. Soon after, ship transmissions inexplicably stopped. While the precise fate of the Hugo Gernsback command and crew is unknown, they are presumed killed in action and their vessel destroyed.
Okay. Well, that explains it. So, we most certainly want to settle this world, but we haven't done that just yet.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years. Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Okay, maybe they tried to survive. There's a VI here.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Tell me about the emergency command protocols.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Tell me about the descent onto the planet.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Jeez. Okay. That would have been a very, very big crash. Tell me more about the local food and this neural decay.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Tell me more about the beacon activation.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Okay, so still a bit of a mystery here.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Shouldn't eat local flora. Probably had no choice. Inevitable after that long.
Yeah. I guess what we understand so far.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Calm down.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead. Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
We've been spotted.
This is kind of funny because like it feels like these guys are like barbarians or something, but they're still using high-tech equipment.
Right between the eye.
Oh my god, Jacob, get up there. What weapons are these guys using? They're hitting quite hard. Let's just maybe chuck a grenade out there.
I got him. Yeah.
Worse than neural decay. Suspect mental instability.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Indeed it is.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Alright, so can we not board the ship from this side? Did I see some kind of a bridge? Yeah, there is a pathway in there.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Maybe there's more to it than just these guys trying to survive and eating local flora. Jeez.
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Okay, some people had doubts of Jacob's father's ability to lead. Oh, okay, I didn't manage to get that one in time. Whoops, okay, that was not the right one. I only have one more chance here. There. Okay, that was close.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
I mean, if the effects can already be seen within a month, and these guys have been here for, like, what, almost 9 years, then is there even still any hope? Perhaps maybe these guys are gonna have to, like, relearn stuff. Is it permanent? Who knows? I guess maybe they're going to need to be studied. I feel like maybe sniper might not be a bad idea, just because we're out in the open. Stripped mech.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
What the hell?
Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
clearly docile. Same uniform remnants as those who attacked, however.
Except they're all female.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Previous females said hunters were exiled, behavioral or gender-driven.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Okay, we can interact with maybe all of them. I'll grab that Medigel. Statue. I might examine the statue last.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing. He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
I'm just trying to piece things together. I wonder if Jacob's father tried to just keep people alive despite knowing the food degrades people's minds.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Please him? Or maybe he's just trying to make a harem or some kind. Because, yeah, I mean, one of the recordings that we listened to before was a little bit suspicious, wasn't it?
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Let's check on this thing here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
It's almost like some kind of an effigy. Or a totem.
Your captain demands obedience.
Whoop.
Weapons are forbidden.
He's one mean mother, huh?
Weapons are forbidden. Regaining power.
Not familiar with a protocol that condones crew suppression via...
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
What is it?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
Sounds like he cracked.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Is there even a way to treat neural decay?
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Right. Okay. So perhaps maybe just purely the act of fixing the beacon took almost 9 years. So it was a bit of a race against time and resources almost, because you needed people healthy enough to fix the beacon to eat some of the food that's not toxic, whilst then balancing out the fact that the rest of the people could die if they don't eat, right? So it doesn't explain separating out the women, though.
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
Anything in there about the other officers?
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Does any of this make sense to you?
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Okay. Set it to explode? Sure. Fire the hole.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
Old dead left posed, positioned. Possibly a warning. Recent corpses left where they fell.
The Hunters started fighting back.
So, his father is alive?
Incoming.
Careful. I automated my defenses after the crosshair environment. They keep attacking. They have no choice.
Get over here!
Collision proximity warning.
Man, I keep missing my shots.
Get over here! Got him.
Okay.
Get ready to fight.
Maybe we can do the count effects for a little bit.
Failing. Hostile forces have engaged.
Have a nice trip!
Impact in reinforcement. Hostile forces. Failing. Hostile forces have online.
Okay, what is this?
Now what's this?
Heavy pistol damage.
Get over here!
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Let me just backtrack a little bit more, guys, because just not confident that I looked around everywhere. Just making sure that I'm not missing anything. Oh, here we go. More creds. We do seem to have a lot of creds right now, though, but I'm just not entirely sure where to spend it all. Maybe I need to go back to the Citadel, actually. See if I can visit every vendor and just buy everything. Years to
This thing is not my father.
train his guards. But aren't they just robots? Power cells. I guess I should make use of the heavy weapon in that case.
Incoming. Watch the drone.
Ow. Okay, let's do this. Okay. I think that was a complete whiff. Let's do overload. Yeah, these guys don't exactly have the best skills for dealing with mechs. Let's bring Warden back up. Let's do freeze. And I might throw a grenade in there, actually. Very good.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Okay, anything to loot? Some Ezo. I think that's probably it. Let's quickly grab that. Is that him? Possibly. Alright, well, this is gonna be an awkward conversation.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
I'm Shepard. You know Jacob.
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No, not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I'd hoped to leave it at that.
A decade, Taylor? Why?
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
Yeah, let's talk about their relationship.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Droolers. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
Tell me about the Hunters.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Well, we can try to undo the damage.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
He can't escape the law now.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Wow. Okay, that was kind of wild. Was not expecting that kind of storyline, actually. I just can't remember whether or not in my previous playthrough I did actually do Jacob's companion mission or not. But, yeah, definitely don't remember anything about, like, some harem.
Secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor. Okay, yeah, good work.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
But you knew about it?
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
The obvious insider.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Okay. So it seems like Miranda and Jacob do get along somewhat. You alright?
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Surprised about Miranda?
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Oh, okay. Does that imply that they were seeing each other at some point? Perhaps. Very interesting.
We've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
You're welcome.
Anytime, Jacob.
I'm kind of interested to see what happens in Mass Effect 3, because surely there are going to be like more companion quests and stuff like that in that game, and if Jacob tags along, then I kind of wonder what he's going to request next. Perhaps maybe there might be a continuation with his father or something. Let's check in with Joker first.
That stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
Yeah, I guess it is. I don't need to ask about the squad, I don't think.
See you,
so,
Commander.
right, now that we're done with that, well, I do want to continue with another companion quest, but at this stage in the episode, I think it's a little bit late to start on another
Thane
one.
would like to speak with you, Commander.
So we might just do a little bit of scanning and that might be the episode. So we still have 2 more systems to scan, and the one with the mass relay will have quite a few planets in it, so let's get to it. Silene. A mid-sized hydrogen-helium gas giant, Silene has an automated helium-3 refueling station, indicating that this remote system was once inhabited. Its distance from the mass relay and archaic design of the fuel station suggests that this system was mapped by someone who did not go through the relay, but discovered it in independent FTL exploration. Silene is within the frost line of its parent star, where gas giants do not normally form. For this reason, Silene is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Okay, not a lot of resources on this one.
Probe launched.
Yeah, I'll just spare 1 probe for it and move on. Parnassus. A boiling hot rock planet with extreme tectonic activity. Parnassus, maybe, is home to many volcanic mountains. Surface scans reveal several geothermal and solar power stations, tapping the planet's abundant energy. There is no history of the planet or its government in Citadel Council records. Given its proximity to a mapped and recorded planet like Silene, someone must have deleted Parnassus from the database. Interesting. Huh. Are we saying someone or something is living on this planet? Under the radar?
Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
I mean, it's not exactly a garden world though, now, is it? So...
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Alright, I think that's enough. Moving on. Back to the relay and the Enoch system.
Reserves at 50%.
Let's buy some fuel first. And some probes, might as well. Goliath. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Goliath's orbit takes it near the system's mass relay. A useful event for drive core discharges and automated helium-3 refueling platforms. Unfortunately, its orbit is currently taking it away from the relay, and it will continue this inconvenience for the next 3 galactic standard years.
Probe launched.
Nothing really worthwhile here, I don't think. Oh, maybe. Just over here.
Probe away.
Alright, continuing on. Mizraim. A small gas giant, Mizraim is primarily hydrogen and methane around a rocky core. There is no remaining trace of the civilization from Job on Mizraim itself, but debris orbiting the planet indicates the artificial satellites were once in place before being destroyed. Again, another moderate here, not really a lot. Oh, except that it has some EZO on it.
Probe launched.
Which is nice. Can we find more? We can.
Probe away.
Yeah, that's the lower half. Let's just try scanning the upper half.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Oh, hang on. There we go. I was looking for that.
Launching probe.
Oh, that's decent as well.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Okay, I think we're done. Let's continue. Laban. Laban is a desert world with sea upon sea of scorching hot iron oxide, wearing away marbleized cliffs. Its atmosphere is thick and layered with significant levels of oxygen trapped under an upper helium layer. Initially, surveyors detected traces of iridium from orbit, only to find a surprising archaeological discovery. The iridium came from bunkers on the surface, blown apart by a dreadnought-class weapon. The logical conclusion was that the civilization on Job had reached Laban and its outposts were destroyed to make their extermination complete. Again,
Probe away.
more evidence that there were other species before us.
Probe launched.
Oh, did I find some EZO there? I think we may have. There we go.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Okay, I think we're good to go.
Anomaly detected.
Ooh, there's an anomaly here. Job. Job is a two-mooned habitable planet that is most well known for its mass extinction event. Thousands of years ago, Job was home to a primate-like spacefaring civilization as well as abundant flora and fauna. However, this can only be deduced from time capsules put into the ground well outside habitation centers. All cities and detectable dwellings were targeted in a massive orbital bombardment that turned them into vapor. The resulting dust shroud killed all photosynthetic life and all fauna dependent on it. Today, humans have recolonized the planet and are rapidly introducing their own species, beginning with cyanobacteria and heterotrophic bacteria to bring suitable levels of oxygen and nitrogen for respiration. Travel advisory. Atmospheric pressure at sea level on Job is double that of Earth. Visitors with upper respiratory infections, emphysema, cancer, or a history of thoracic surgery should consult their physician before landing on Job.
Bastards didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a second patrol, looking for survivors. Bastards didn't know what hit him. Coming.
Probe away.
Okay, what's going on here?
Something on our sensors.
Mercenary activity detected on planet's surface. Communication match Blue Sun's encoding protocols. Possible location for rumored site of illegal archaeological activity. Blue Sun's intentions unknown. Well, I suppose we're going to have to land here then. But not immediately. I think we'll probably take a break before we get into that one. And then once we complete that mission, we'll probably just do another companion quest in the next one. I haven't decided who just yet, but we'll make a decision just before I start the episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like down below if you did. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.